So today we are delving into an exciting realm of modern finance. This decentralized future is over us. The world of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is really taking over the world. Specifically, we are focusing our attention on a unique blockchain project that has been making waves in the rapidly evolving crypto landscape. And even though we are in the bear market, the Loom Network is not afraid of those out of the money investors that were about to getting this sell pressure to that extent that eventually they have been literally squeezed out to this last entity. So Loom Network's remarkable rally is kind of a relief to traders that have been battered by the bear market. But today we're gonna consider whether there is a time to book profit eventually to secure the gains before a possible imminent correction. So cryptocurrencies is the one of the things that will revolve around today, especially with emphasis on Loom Network, but we'll jump through the crypto landscape regarding the macro outlook, and also we'll talk about fundamentals, technicals, and sentiment around the Loom Network in order to comprehend better where we are right now sitting in this complicated type of a situation right now, even though after such of a large gains on a Loom Network. All right, so I'm getting you right now to our presentation. So we'll explore the dynamics of Loom Network by telling what lies ahead, and we'll be we'll make a strategic move in the burgeoning world of digital assets by setting off our journey with what is going on with Loom Network, what's all about. So from the ground up, the Loom Network is optimized for scaling blockchain-based applications that require speed, transaction validation, and a smooth user experience. We do know that back in time, in 2021, why the crypto market had gone through the real inevitable reverberations as we had these bottlenecks in relation to the bandwidth of the protocol. Ethereum has clogged up. The transaction fees were attaining even up to $40 to $50, and right now the ZK rollups, the second layer solutions, and Loom Network is about to change it. And Loom Network was kind of a by some of the crypto pundits have been assessed as the kind of a obfuscated solution that we cannot really grapple at in this environment. We are dealing with so many problems, but right now, as Loom Network is making a token swap that we'll talk about in a moment, is definitely getting back to the limelights. So the platform relies on a framework inspired by the Plasma Network, which encompasses a software development kit, delegated proof of stake depots, consensus algorithm. That's what I appointed mechanism. Consensus of depots is about to set the stage for protocol recognizability, and depots is the one of the things that is setting the whole protocol in this very unique place, as we do know that Loom Network is operating on top of the Ethereum ecosystem. It runs on a modified proof of stake consensus algorithm called depots, and depots rewards users who stake their coins to validate transactions and secure the blockchain network. For this to happen, we have over 20 delegates, validators of Loom Network. So it's a little bit decentralized, but with a grapple of this central centralization type of a approach. So it brings therefore some of the unique type of a speed and other solutions that is given the structure, the whole structure, the power. So when it comes to staking to secure the network from malicious attacks, holders of Loom can lock up their tokens, and in return the protocol rewards them with newly minted tokens with transactions are verified. But the governance is a little bit different than what's found in Ethereum, for instance. So Loom Network is giving the community the power of determining where the development journey will eventually direct in, and Loom holders get to vote on network proposals. Therefore, some of the crypto analysts finding this solution as the superior to the others. When it comes to its inception, Loom initial distribution was kind of a fair type. That's the thing we kind of assess in order to verify whether the structure is not run by some of the shenanigans that trying to grab everything to themselves. And in Loom, we can find that founders and project is getting just 55, where investors are 45. So it means that this structure of Loom is not really primed to any type of a pump and dump schemes based on its inception type of a distribution. When it comes to first very important moments of the structure, we can find it in 2017 there was a large hype on the structure. Crypto zombies were launched right there. That was really sweeping away any other of crypto type of a DApp games back then. Whereas in 2018, Loom Network came to the production of its base chain mainnet, so it was also the kind of a milestone in 2019. However, it has started to focusing on creating a multi-chain called Plasma chain. As a reminder, this is a reminder that we are right now recording live. So if you have any burning questions, just don't hesitate to pop them right below the video. Why it stands out. So let's look at the very unique approach. So even though we are going through the bear market, we can find that blockchain technology of Loom Network is developing very fast. Social entities are growing. Twitter followers are right now in a predestined position to sustain its uptrend. So lately we also had an announcement that Loom Network is getting ZK technology. Right now it's on a test net that's throughout already 3 months when it was launched initially on June. And the ZK technology allows its users to really get them to prove and verify information without having insight in the information itself. So ZK technology is a blanket term for protocols and services using an encryption method called zero knowledge proofs. And those are the things that right now are also attracting many of investors' attention, and therefore we are right now having a very nice trend that's building up right then. However, there is another element that I wanted to point out. There is, to my surprise, the app of developers' activity that may be a mark of a lackluster time ahead, and that's what we can find right here. By developer trend, we can find that stars along with forks are at a little bit dropping tendency with this two first quarters of 2023. Overall, I wanted to point out that even though the developer trend is not in a very good condition, not very good shape right now, there is still an aim to bring for this solution a multi-chain and interoperable solutions, allowing users to send and receive data from most major blockchain networks. And even though this stoppage in such of a changes of a protocol took place, at least in this criteria, the criteria that are just appointed by developer trend, we can find that the amount of those builders are still at unchanged level. So it means even though the activity of them is stopping, maybe they are preparing for something bigger to come. So builders can craft custom-made apps for supply chain management, digital asset trading, and also e-learning with specific tweaks to each by joining the structure. And those are also going with this many incentives to why those developers should stay at the network. So it also entails such of a insiders, in my view. So we can find that state of holders is absolutely crashing. We can find that those holders with possession of the smallest type of a portfolio accounts are right now diminishing, whereas those larger with over $100 in Loom networks, also those with even larger stakes over 10k are growing. So it means that it may indicate the possible flocking of insiders also by address depth ratio, even though we don't have so many of positive information on the structure, and the address depth ratio is right now at the increasing momentum. So it means that many of addresses are just turning up. So what's all about? Right now, my assessment is that the market is just preparing itself for the token swap. So token swap is by one side one of the kind of a very basic type of a improvement when we have the large chain and we wanna just make a fork or just create another one in order to bring new solutions into the new operation type of a blockchain. We are launching another chain, and this time the token swap may also bring over to the structure this kind of a rebranding type of a solutions that are very often identified with boosting a token and project image and attracting stakeholders in a longer term. So rebranding can improve the perception of the token and project itself, and also may bring a fresh and updated image that can signal adaptability and relevance in the evolving market. Also, so the investors are betting for this inevitable higher draw of attention from both crypto community and mainstream audiences. So I do find right now that that's what worth highlighting as well, is that rebranding can align the token with the updates, project vision, goals, and even technology. So right now there are not a very so much loud affirmation that those type of a large tweaks may be brought over to the protocol, but the community is betting for it to come, and that's why we have overtaken in the crypto rank structure builders such as and XLR, and right now we are trying to catch up the rocket pool. However, the market cap of it is still at over 120 million bucks higher. But with this current momentum of growth, it should take us even not longer than 30 days. But does this current growth is sustainable for Loom Network? We'll just talk about it in a second. Right now, let's jump to another element. Let me just take a sip. What also have been met with this garnering attention type of a updates is this new listings, and that what also brought the new wave of interest for the protocol is when Loom getting listed on premier global exchange Gate.io and L-Bank. Even though the L-Bank is not very large exchange with around $330 million daily of volume, it's not definitely the Kraken or Bitfinex or even Gate.io, but we can find that that's the one of the cryptocurrency exchange that also boosting an interest of many of users, and Gate.io also I don't really have to introduce this one to possibly anyone, as you probably are familiar with this. So right now we are not really certain whether these announcements about rebranding may eventually bring a massive increase in adoption due to this mere rebranding, but the anticipation of surrounding new type of changes will eventually increase the imagination of investors that will get eventually ripple through in quintessential type of a boost. Whether to assess should we really invest in that structure. Right now we are in the beginning of a very initial and very crucial type of a trend. Right now the in-the-money traders, in-the-money investors are right now exceeding those that are sitting on the structure for longer. So this supply type of a cluster of sellers right now are being overtaken by those large buyers that right now are flocking over the supply side. So it means this tug of war game between bulls and bears right now are being won by the bulls. But if I just show you what's going on with Loom 2, very crucial chart, of course, that crypto community is also observing on a weekly. Right now we have just got to the level that has been met with a great wall of selling pressure. Right here you can find there is a very crucial stoppage by those that were buying at around 1,000 satoshis, and right now for this to overtake and rip it through this level, it would demand from us a very large buying volume. For now, however, I do find that this current price action will eventually get stopped, and we'll find a wall of worry right at those levels. But we are right now jumping back to our presentation. Just have a look at this distribution type of a cluster, and this asymmetry in the distribution of cryptocurrency returns, showing that right now those bears are stepping out, but there is another cluster sitting at around higher levels that is yet to be met in order to get us through into this 5 or even 10x type of a increase. However, right now, even though the skewness indicator evaluates the asymmetry in the distribution, we can find that I don't find that it may identify the potential risks for the bulls right now. However, with the price action that I will talk about it in a moment, we'll find out a little bit more about why I do find that where we are sitting right now is kind of a dire type of a situation, and anyone who is sitting in the bandwagon right of the Loom Network right at this moment should really leave it or consider leaving it with at least some kind of a percentage points of its holdings right now. At first, however, let's look at the macro environment. So macro, as we do know, is also influencing the crypto valuation to a large extent, and right now we are dealing with sticky inflation. Yesterday we had this data out of the CPI gauges that found that we should deal with this inflation for longer. So it means that for crypto valuation, it's not a good type of a environment. However, the crypto market is very good in hedging your portfolio, hedging investments in the initial phase. However, when the inflation is prolonging, it means the households and other type of a investors type of a pockets are being drained out by this very deteriorating situation of the economy, and therefore they are less willing to invest in that type of a risky asset. So right now we are in the rise of the long-term yields that may also imply some tightening of financial conditions, but when this will found its place, when it's just justified by the Fed, it may eventually shouldn't really push the Fed to increase the rates further, as we do know that those long-term yields rising are the first and foremost very important inhibitor. Why that is really impacting the lowering pace of the momentum and the pace of growing of the economy. So right now, policymakers noted that the risks of over-tightening had to be balanced against keeping inflation on a downward path toward 2%. And according to minutes of the September meeting released Wednesday, we do find that they may eventually consider leaving this interest rate level for longer at this level. So it means that further tightening won't eventually impact crypto valuations. However, they already to some extent been battered by the very high pace of a inflation rate rise. So for now, I'm finding that a positive situation that possibly we are sitting at, but this prolonged inflation is the one that eventually may cause a head scratch and also send alarming signals to policymakers. Therefore, I'm just taking a wait-and-see approach related to what's going on in terms of macro, but in a short-term horizon and medium term, we may consider a Loom Network as a possible investment type of a good investment type of bet. Loom weighted funding rate showing us right now that small traders are willing to pay premium just to join the market. That's why the funding rates was negative overall in the October. But if we just have a look at the price action right now of Loom Network, we can find that on daily we are after astronomical gains, and this sandwich on 4-hour chart that we are building right now, aligning with this very particular ceiling being met by this supply type of a sellers back from December of 2018 may eventually bring us to a conclusion that this sandwich that is forming right here is the harbinger of something of much more difficult to swallow right after. When this rejection took place, that took us around 17%, we do find that something worse is going on with this such of a rejection that have a impulsive hallmark take place. Normally it doesn't really bolster anything good for the token. However, the next candle was also the one that have found many of balls, and on hourly it looked like we have engulfed the previous type of a behavior. But for now, I'm staying very clear of it, that for this to assess whether Loom BTC is going upward or downward right now, for this will decide the further battle of bulls and bears. However, for now, as we are just hit this ceiling of around 1,100 satoshis, for me it's a sign that from now on more bears will eventually join the bearish party and try to push the valuation lower to at least 790 satoshis. So if you are just sitting in Loom BTC, Loom USDT, I do expect this one to trade eventually lower. Therefore, you may just consider selling some of your position off, if not all of it. So always remember about doing your own research, but in a long and short term time horizon, I do find such outcome to play out. So in terms of final thoughts and Q&A, uncertainty about sustained growth despite latest uptrend is obviously clear, and there is also competition that doesn't sleep. Also, we have a ZK rollups, any type of a second layer solutions that will compete with Loom Network, but definitely Loom Network's solutions is very crucial to further blockchain of Ethereum development. Therefore, there is still a room to thrive for Loom Network, but with this kind of a price momentum, I would rather stay away from buying it right now and just wait for the correction and possible consolidation before another rally forward, especially that we are right now in a bear market that makes this elevated valuation a little bit less available to sustain. So let me know in the comment section below the video what you think about Loom USDT. There is a Apple FF in the comments that is wondering about the signal for Loom USDT. So for now, that what I just wanted to say, let me just show once again what's going on with Loom USDT right here. The buying signal for me is crossing this 1,100 satoshis. All right, so when we just cross it with a nice volume that will be visible at least in 15-minute charts or even at 1-hour charts, it would mean to us that we are still available to ride it through. And I do find that still such type of a price action is available, but for me the odds right now are skewed to the downside for me after this type of a rise in the bear market. All right, thank you very much for sticking around. That's it, and we are meeting each other on Monday at 8 a.m. ET time. Thank you very much once again, and if you enjoyed,